16, Austin Ill, coming to you guys today. Definitely want to talk to you guys about the holidays, and are people buying life insurance, or are they waiting until after the holidays? Now guess what? The answer to that question is all up to you. What are you thinking about? What do you believe? What are you doing? Are you not going to work like you normally would because you know that Christmas is 2 weeks away? And today is December 15th, let me just add. Are you thinking that people are not going to want to see you come knock on their door because they're preparing for Christmas? They're putting up their trees. They're preparing for the dinner. They're going shopping. They're not going to be home. What do you think? Whatever you believe is exactly what you are going to receive. Whatever you believe. Be very careful about what you think and what you expect, because God is going to give you exactly what you put out there. Now, I have not been on YouTube for a little while, and it's just because I have been hiring and I have been training, and I definitely wanted to just make sure that my new agents, business partners, have been able to receive all the time that they needed from me so that they can have the best start possible. So, in my last video where we talked about why is it difficult to sell life insurance, one of my other business partners reached out to me and said, hey, you haven't been on YouTube in a while, so I've had to make sure I jumped on here. So yeah, are people buying? So what I did was I went back into my notes and I jotted down all of my sales within the last 8 working days. So it's a calendar day of 12 days total when I started to keep track. And I worked 8 of those 12 days. All right. And so just to give you an example, some of these policies were good to go. And some were for the 15th. Some are for the 20th. And then there are some that are for like the 30th of the month, which is fine. 31st of the month. But people are buying. You need to just make sure that you are out there ready and available to help. So I'll give you an example of my clients. So the first one was December 4th. $97 and a $40.70 policy. Both were day one coverage, and they were good to go. Now, when I knocked on the door, was the man happy to see me? No, he was not. Did he expect me? No, he did not. Why not? Because I didn't make any phone calls. Why didn't I make any phone calls? Well, you know, it is so easy for people to tell me on the phone, I just want to wait until the holidays are over. So guess what? I just went and door knocked them. Simple as that. The guy comes to the door. Well, what do you want? Who are you here for? And I smiled and I said, oh, I'm here to see so-and-so, which ended up being his wife. And he said, well, who are you? I said, oh, I'm Christine. I'm Christine. And he's like, from? I'm like, oh, the insurance company. She filled out this form. So I'm here to make sure that she gets this information. He shuts the door. So I stood there for a little bit, and if he didn't come back, I was going to knock again. And the lady came to the door with her jacket, you know, and she's like, oh my God, you know, I didn't think anybody was going to come to the house. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, we definitely come. It's more personal. This isn't a cookie cutter type policy. We want to make sure you're getting what you need and you understand how it works. Boom. She said, hold on, let me put the dog away. I get in. The husband ended up being sweet as pie. Very nice guy. No life insurance, either one of them. Both of them, good to go. Hugs, pictures, the whole 9 when I left. The next door, same day, $90.40, good to go. The guy was telling me at the door, oh, I'm just looking around for, you know, life insurance. I have a couple companies that I'm waiting to hear back from. Can you call me next week? No, I'm not calling you next week. I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Well, listen, I'm already here. Not sure if I'm going to even be in Pennsylvania next week. Takes me 10 to 15 minutes to go over my program. Since you're looking around, I'm already here. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the benefit? He lets me in. 20 minutes later, I'm getting the check. No need to look any further, sir. You're covered. And he was day one. On to the next door. Same day. $33.64 and $59. Now, this was also a door that I knocked. It was dark at this time. The lady comes to the door. She is mean mugging me. I'm like, here we go. She's like, I don't know why you're here. She's not going to want to talk to you. She just came in from work. This is like the gatekeeper, I guess. I'm like, that's okay. Just let her know I'm here. I'll wait. She screams upstairs. The lady comes down. Oh, she runs it to me at the door. You mean to tell me you coming to my house? She just goes in, and I just stood there smiling. And I let her just get it all out. And I said, okay, are you done? And she was like, well, I don't know if I'm done yet. What are you about to say? I said, my stomach hurts, and can you let me in? I just need to sit down for a minute, and I'll explain our benefit. And my stomach did start to hurt. I had some fast food, and it just was not agreeing with me. So she was like, well, come on in. I'm not doing anything. That I get in, I sit down. I'm like, oh, my God, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I was like, so why, and I went back over what she said just to make sure I understood what her problem was. And, guys, she hated the fact that the company said Funeral Advantage Program. She hates the word funeral. I said, great. Do you like cash better? Well, who doesn't like cash? Well, let's talk about the cash insurance benefit because they're the same thing. Seniors like the word funeral because they are preparing for their funeral. My younger individuals like the word cash because they want to leave cash to their kin. We'll say cash. She did not sign up right away. She still wanted to be a little moody, which was fine. Before I left, I asked her what was wrong with the lady that first came to the door. She said, well, that was my sister. And, she's just sick. She has lupus. And I asked her, does she have life insurance? She said nobody will cover her. I said, I can cover her. She said, sit back down. I'm going to go get her. Covered her sister. Her sister was the one for the 3364. So because I was able to help the sister, the lead said, you know what? Go ahead and take mine too. I'll take the $59 plan. Awesome. So, done. Good to go. Out the door. The 5th, I was out training an agent out in Ohio. Hey, Michelle. She's doing awesome too. The 6th, I got a $22.92 policy. A lady that did not have any family members. She was not married and no children. She just wanted cremation. Funeral home is the beneficiary. Great. 12/9. I got a guy for $59.80. He was an easy one. He was a lay down. Knew he needed insurance, wanted it. One of his family members had Lincoln, so it was really a no-brainer. It was just easy. 12/10, $65.53. This guy, I had called him a while ago, and he shut me down on the phone, but I called again. I left the voicemail, and I also sent a text message and told him to save my number, that in the event that he was ready to talk about what we had to offer, he could call me or text me. He called me, and the reason he called me was because his baby sister just dropped dead from a heart attack. She was not sick. They didn't know anything about her having any heart disease. She just died. He did not have any coverage, so he called me to get his coverage while he was headed out of town to help the family with his sister, who also did not have life insurance. 12/11, $106.25. Thanks, Ebony. That was actually a referral from Ebony. She is out in Ohio, and I'm in Pennsylvania, and she did not want to drive all the way to PA to take care of this client, so she called me and asked me to help this client out, who was a cousin of her client. So we worked together. Thanks again, Eb. 12/12. $21.05, $19.75, $19.75. All of these were 20 pays. This was a lady who was an existing client who wanted to make sure that her children had 20-year paid up policies. That was an easy one. No brainer. 12/12 again, $47.40. This lady, nobody would cover her because she's under the age of 50. And she is a modified client. She has health conditions that a regular life insurance company could not cover her because she's under 50. No brainer. Easy money. 12/12 again, $25.40. This was a very low income. The lady didn't think nobody was going to be able to cover her, and she just wanted money for a cremation as well. not interested in leaving her sister anything. So I gave her the low, $25.40. And today, $60.20. This policy is good for the end of the month. 12/28 is the date that it is good for. Checking account. This guy did not have life insurance. He was easy. I knocked on the door. He was like, "Oh, you're about life insurance?" I said, "I'm here, you know, because you filled out this card." And he's like, "Come on in. I don't have any coverage and I need it. Can I start it at the end of the month? Because that's when I get my next check." No problem. Not one of these individuals told me anything about they needed to wait until after the holidays. However, so when we add all of this up, this comes to, I collected $768.79 in premium, which comes to $9,225.48 in annual premium. Now, depending on what your contract level is, that depends on how much you make. All right. Nobody's talking about Christmas. You know why? I'm not coming outside thinking about Christmas or New Year's. I am going to work every day as if I was like in Giant Eagle bagging up the groceries. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter what day of the year it is. It is a work day. I'm going to work, period. If you have somebody who tells you, you know, they want to wait until after the holidays, you need to just let them know, just as simple and light as possible. Ma'am, sir, I definitely understand that the holidays are coming. One, did you realize that between November and February are the highest death rates in the whole year? More people die within November to February than any other month of the year. Why? Because people are so stressed out about the holidays. Buying gifts, doing this, doing that, who knows? But they're stressed out and they're dying. Heart attacks, aneurysms, strokes, all between November and February. That's the one thing. Do you want to take this $50 and buy a gift? Or make sure you use this $50 and have $10,000 that God forbid you drop down dead, they get this $10,000. Or would you rather them have the gift under the tree? And again, we don't know if you are going to die or not. None of us know what tomorrow holds. The second thing, there's always a holiday. We need to pick a plan that it doesn't matter what month, what holiday, what is going on, that you can afford, so that you will always be able to make your payments. Because if you can't start now because it's Christmas, what are you going to do next Christmas? Okay? So guys, let's not overthink this. It's not that serious. It's not that difficult. You know, you really just got to think around and make sense. It's really common sense. And I understand that common sense is not common for everybody, but this is life insurance. This is something that you're going to pay every single month of your life. Unless you have a 20-year paid up policy, then you're going to pay it for the 20 years. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter if it's New Year's, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving. It doesn't matter. You need to make sure that this is affordable. So if you have to wait, then this coverage is not affordable. So let's look at what's affordable. Because you know what? It's better to have some cash for your family than none at all. Guys, have fun. I should have brought it up here, but I bought a couple pins from the dollar store that has a little, it's like little bells on it, the red, silver, and the green little bell at the top of it with some little fun garnish around it. It's like super cute. And I'm like running around with a candy cane pen, ringing it at people's doors. Guys, have fun. I've seen agents put on the little lights, you know, the Christmas lights on their little neck, and they're lit up with their ID badge. Guys, it's a festive time. People are happy right now. Most of them are happy. Some are still going to be not happy, but it's okay. You need to be the light for this client. You need to be the light, and they're going to want to open the doors to you. So guys, have fun. Go out here and bless these people. The best gift that somebody could leave to their family is life insurance. That is the best gift ever. All right, so believe it. Go out and achieve it. Set your goals and go and have fun. Go buy a ton of candy canes from the dollar store, and every door that you knock, give them a candy cane. I bet you it's going to make them smile. whether they buy or not. Give them a candy cane. You can buy them little miniature ones. Get a whole bunch of them for $1. Right? Let's have fun with this. Stop making an excuse not to go to work. These people need you. And your family needs you to make it happen. So guys, I am hiring in the state of Pennsylvania, Ohio, Delaware, Virginia, Indiana, and parts of Florida. Feel free to leave a message down below. You can also email me at 412lifenow@gmail.com. I will make sure that that information is at the end of this video. As always, have a blessed evening. And guys, this business works as long as you do. Peace.